Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, get ready to uncover one of the most exciting and overlooked treasures in modern American coinage, the United States of America 5-cent coin from 2005, minted at the Denver Mint. At first glance, it may seem like just another nickel, a coin you might pass over in everyday change without a second thought. But this coin has captured the attention of serious collectors and coin enthusiasts all over the world for one powerful reason: its rare and valuable errors that can make it worth far more than its face value. So sit back and stay with us as we explore what makes the 2005 D nickel a hidden gem in the world of numismatics. In 2005, the U.S. Mint issued a series of special nickels as part of the Westward Journey Nickel Series, honoring the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. One of the most iconic designs from that series is the American Bison reverse, a striking tribute to America's frontier history. While millions were produced, a very small number left the mint with some extraordinary errors that collectors now hunt like buried treasure. These aren't just small flaws, they're the kind of minting mistakes that turn an ordinary 5-cent coin into a headline-grabbing collectible. Among the most famous of these errors is what's known as the speared bison. This dramatic mint error appears as a die gouge that cuts across the bison's back like a spear, hence the nickname. It's instantly recognizable once you know what to look for and has become one of the most legendary error coins of the 21st century. Finding a speared bison version of the 2005 D nickel can be like winning the coin lottery, because so few of them are known to exist in mint condition. Other valuable error varieties include off-center strikes, double dies, and missing edge detail, all of which significantly increase the coin's market value. If you're a collector or even just starting to pay attention to your spare change, identifying these rare features is easier than you think. The key is a good magnifying glass, proper lighting, and knowing exactly what to look for. On the speared bison, for example, the gouge runs diagonally across the buffalo's body, a clear, raised line that cuts right through the design. If you notice anything unusual about the strike, alignment, or clarity of the details on your 2005 D nickel, it's worth taking a closer look. Getting the coin professionally graded by a reputable service can unlock its true market potential and prove to collectors and investors that your coin is the real deal. Recent auction records and private sales prove just how high the demand is for these nickels. Collectors have paid thousands, even tens of thousands, for well-preserved 2005 D nickels that showcase these rare errors. The speared bison variety has become something of a legend in collector circles, fetching strong prices at numismatic events and online marketplaces. These coins are more than just collectibles, they're pieces of American history struck with the kind of rare quirks that make them truly one of a kind. For a coin to be this popular almost 2 decades after release shows just how valuable and iconic it has become. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for: how much could a 2005 D United States 5-cent coin actually be worth if it has one of these extraordinary errors? If you have the rare, speared bison error or another high-grade mint error in exceptional condition, this coin could be worth as much as $31,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $31,000 in words for a nickel that once lived in everyday circulation. Second rare coin. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1971 D United States 5-cent coin, a small piece of metal that could be hiding a massive fortune in your collection or even in your change jar right now. So grab your magnifiers, coin flips, and full attention, because this is one coin you'll definitely want to hear about until the very end. The 1971 D nickel was minted in Denver and features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson, America's third president and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. This design, created by Felix Schlag, has been a staple of American coinage since 1938. But not all 1971 D nickels were created equal. Some are stunning rarities that have caught the attention of serious collectors, dealers, and investors alike. These rare varieties and error coins are now selling for eye-popping amounts in auctions and private sales, making them some of the most sought-after nickels in recent times. let's talk about what makes the 1971D nickel so remarkable and desirable in the world of coin collecting. First, we have to look at the errors and unique features that occurred during its minting. While millions were struck at the Denver Mint, only a very limited number came out with critical mint errors, and that's where the magic begins. These errors include double die obverse, where the date or inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust appear doubled. This doubling is visible even to the naked eye, especially around the numbers of the date and the lettering, and makes the coin extremely valuable. Another incredibly rare error is the off-center strike, where the image is not perfectly aligned, causing part of the design to be cut off or shifted. These off-center coins are always in high demand, especially if the date is still visible, because they are one-of-a-kind pieces that add a unique twist to a well-known design. Collectors go wild for off-center Jefferson nickels with a clear date and mint mark, and their value rises with how far the strike is off-center while retaining readability. Even more exciting are clipped planchet errors, where part of the coin is literally missing due to a flaw in the blank metal piece before it was struck. These types of mistakes are extremely rare, and finding a 1971D nickel with this feature could put your coin in the top tier of collectible errors. Add to that some die cracks, broad strikes, or even wrong planchet errors, and you have a real treasure in your hands. These error coins are being snapped up at coin shows, auctions, and by serious numismatists who understand just how special and scarce they are. Now, why is this coin in such high demand? Because the 1971D 5-cent coin marks a unique place in U.S. coinage history, minted during an era of transition in coin production techniques and quality control, which opened the door for these rare errors to slip through. As fewer of these unique coins are found in circulation, their value continues to skyrocket, and collectors are paying premium prices to secure them before they disappear entirely from the public's reach. Many of these coins, especially in mint state or uncirculated condition, are commanding strong prices at reputable auction houses. Recently, verified examples of the 1971D nickel with dramatic doubling, high-grade surfaces, or severe striking errors have been known to sell for thousands, and in exceptional cases, tens of thousands of dollars. These coins are no longer just pieces of change, they are considered investment-grade collectibles, and owning one is like owning a rare piece of American history. What makes all of this even more exciting is that you could have one of these coins right now and not even know it. Check your old coin jars, your inherited collections, your garage drawers, because the next valuable coin might be waiting right there. Look for clean strikes, strong doubling, and any oddities in design, shape, or lettering. If you find anything unusual, take it to a professional coin grader or numismatist. The key is to act now, because as demand rises, so does the competition for these rare nickels. And now for the big reveal: if you happen to come across a 1971D 5-cent coin in uncirculated condition, combined with a rare minting error such as a double die, off-center strike, or a clipped planchet, its value could reach a jaw-dropping $98,000 in the collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. $98,000 for one humble nickel. That's enough to buy a luxury car, cover college tuition, or even fund your dream vacation. This is why every coin in your pocket could be worth a second glance, because sometimes, history hides in the most ordinary places. So, if you've enjoyed uncovering the mystery and value behind this incredible coin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more coin adventures, and don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss a valuable update. Have you found a rare 1971D nickel or any other exciting coin in your collection? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story and help you identify its worth. Third expensive coin, we're about to uncover the surprising story behind one of the most iconic and valuable nickels in American numismatic history, the United States of America 5-cent coin from 1964, minted in Denver. This coin may seem like just another piece of pocket change, but if you've got the right one, it could be the key to unlocking a massive fortune hiding in plain sight. The 1964D Jefferson nickel holds a unique place in U.S. coinage history. That year marked the final mintage of 90% silver coins for dimes, quarters, and half dollars. Although the nickel itself didn't have silver, the pressure on U.S. mint facilities to churn out coins was immense. To meet public demand, billions of coins were struck, and among that flood of production, a small number of extraordinary pieces were created that collectors today are hunting like modern-day treasure seekers. What makes the 1964 D nickel so exciting isn't just its age, it's the incredible rarity of certain mint errors that can turn this everyday coin into a six-figure payday. Some examples of this coin feature double dies, off-center strikes, or die clashes that are visible even to the naked eye. These kinds of mistakes happened when dies were misaligned or reused improperly, and while they were extremely rare, a few of these error coins made it out into circulation, making them prized discoveries for collectors today. One of the most sought-after variations of the 1964 D nickel is the version with full steps, an incredibly rare strike where all the steps of Monticello on the reverse side are sharply defined and unbroken. Achieving a full step strike was difficult during that era due to worn dies and rushed production, so finding a 1964 D with a clear, strong strike is a thrilling discovery for serious collectors. The presence of full steps is one of the key features that can send the value of this coin skyrocketing. Even more exciting are the rare off-metal errors and transitional planchet mistakes. These coins may have been struck on the wrong type of metal blank, creating an odd weight or unusual color. Some 1964 D nickels were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for foreign coins, or on leftover blanks from previous minting runs, and these rare combinations have become legends in the coin collecting world. Each one tells a story of a moment in minting history when perfection slipped, and value was born. Professional grading plays a crucial role in determining just how valuable your 1964 D nickel might be. Collectors rely on top-tier services like PCGS and NGC to authenticate mint errors, verify full steps, and grade the overall condition of the coin. High-grade examples, especially those with confirmed full steps or dramatic errors, consistently fetch premium prices at auction. It's proof that quality, rarity, and a little bit of history can transform a humble 5-cent piece into a treasure worth thousands, and yes, the demand for rare 1964 D nickels continues to grow. Coin shows, online marketplaces, and auction houses have all seen huge interest in these coins, with collectors competing fiercely to own the best specimens. Every time a high-grade, error-marked 1964 D nickel hits the market, it sends shockwaves through the numismatic community and reignites the thrill of the hunt for those hoping to uncover one of these golden opportunities. Now, let's talk value, because this is where things get truly exciting. If you happen to own a United States of America 5-cent coin from 1964 with the Denver Mint mark, and it features a rare error like a full step strike, an off-metal composition, or a dramatic misstrike, and it's in top-tier uncirculated condition, then you could be holding a coin worth as much as $150,000. Specially takes us deep into the world of modern American coinage, featuring a coin that may be hiding right in your loose change, yet holds a secret that could change your fortune, the United States of America 5-cent coin from 1975, minted in Denver. This coin, though often overlooked, has proven to be an unexpected star in the numismatic market due to its striking errors, unique qualities, and incredibly rare examples that collectors are chasing like gold. The 1975 D Jefferson nickel was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was working tirelessly to meet public demand for circulating coinage. While billions were struck, what makes this year truly special are the extraordinary die variations and minting mistakes that emerged during production. Among the countless standard nickels, a select few were struck with errors so significant that their value today has multiplied beyond imagination, making this one of the most talked about 5-cent coins of its time. Collectors are particularly obsessed with what's known as the full steps designation on the reverse of the Jefferson nickel. The building shown on the reverse, Monticello, features a set of stairs, and if every step is fully visible and unbroken, it indicates a flawless and sharply struck coin. These are incredibly difficult to find from 1975, especially with the Denver Mint mark, due to worn-out dies used at the time. But when found, a full steps 1975 D nickel instantly captures the attention of serious collectors and auction houses alike. But it's not just about sharp details. Some of the most valuable 1975 D nickels feature incredible mint errors that make them true standouts. We're talking about double die obverse where the inscriptions and date appear double to the naked eye, off-center strikes where the coin's design is visibly misaligned, and even rare clips where a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a planchet cutting error. Each of these mistakes turns a common nickel into a historical treasure that's unlike any other. Identifying these rare features doesn't require fancy equipment, just a sharp eye and a magnifying glass. If you notice unusual spacing in the letters, overlapping numbers in the date, or parts of the design that appear oddly misplaced, you may be holding a valuable error coin. And when paired with a pristine surface and full steps on Monticello, the value shoots even higher. That's why collectors recommend inspecting all nickels from 1975D before tossing them into coin rolls or change jars. Auction results in recent years have added to the growing buzz around this coin. Examples with full steps and certified mint errors have reached record-breaking prices, proving that the demand for exceptional nickels is stronger than ever. As more collectors enter the hobby and knowledge of rare errors spreads, coins like the 1975D nickel are only going to grow in value, and competition to find them is heating up like never before. So what's the magic number? Just how much could your 1975D Jefferson nickel be worth if it checks all the right boxes? If you're lucky enough to find a high-grade specimen, featuring a dramatic error like a double die or off-center strike, and especially if it comes with that coveted full steps designation, your coin could fetch as much as $67,000. Next coin, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in American numismatic history, the United States of America 5-cent coin from 1943 with the P mint mark. This is no ordinary nickel, folks. What makes this coin so remarkable is not only its age or design, but the incredible secrets it holds, secrets that could make this small piece of metal worth a life-changing amount of money. The 1943 P nickel was minted during a historic period in the United States, right in the middle of World War II. At the time, nickel metal was urgently needed for military use, especially in the manufacturing of armor and weapons. As a result, the U.S. Mint had to change the composition of the 5-cent coin, creating what collectors now call the wartime nickels. Instead of the usual nickel and copper alloy, these coins were made from a special mix of 35% silver, 56% copper, and 9% manganese. This composition gives the 1943 P nickel a unique look and tone, making it easy to distinguish from other nickels once you know what to look for. Now, here's where things get even more exciting. The 1943 P nickel is not just notable for its metal content, it's famous for its errors and rare varieties that have driven collectors wild for decades. One of the most desirable and valuable types of 1943 P nickels features what is known as a double die on the obverse. This means that when the coin was struck, the die shifted slightly, creating a clear doubling effect on certain features, most notably, the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," as well as the year, 1943. This doubling is not just a minor blur or shadow, it's often visible with the naked eye and highly distinguishable under magnification. If you come across a 1943 P nickel with these bold doubling features, you may just be holding one of the most sought-after error coins in American history. Another key feature to look for on the 1943 P 5-cent coin is the large P mint mark located directly above the dome of Monticello on the reverse of the coin. This was the very first time in U.S. history that a mint mark appeared on the reverse of a nickel, and it's one of the easiest ways to identify that your coin is part of the famous wartime series. That single letter, P, tells collectors that this coin was minted in Philadelphia during a time when every piece of metal was crucial to the war effort, and it adds serious historical significance to the coin. What makes this coin truly electrifying to collectors, however, are the verified sales and auctions where examples of this coin, particularly those in pristine, uncirculated condition or with visible minting errors, have sold for staggering prices. We're not just talking about a few $100s or even a couple thousand. One such rare variety of the 1943 P nickel, featuring a strong double die obverse in exceptional condition, has been sold at auction for an eye-popping $98,000. That's right, $98,000 for a coin that once bought a stick of gum. It's these kinds of real-world results that have made the 1943 P nickel one of the most desirable coins among U.S. collectors today. demand for this coin continues to soar as more collectors and investors enter the market looking for silver-era coins and historically significant errors. The rarity of finding a genuine 1943 P nickel with such specific features, especially in uncirculated or mint state condition, makes it a prized treasure that collectors dream of adding to their collections. Not only is this coin beautiful in design and rich in history, but it also holds enormous potential value that only grows as the market recognizes its importance and scarcity. For those of you wondering how to assess whether your 1943 P nickel is one of the valuable ones, here's what to do. First, grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe and carefully examine the lettering on the front side of the coin. Look for strong, clear signs of doubling, especially on the date, Liberty, and the motto, "In God We Trust." Next, flip it over and locate the mint mark just above Monticello. That bold P is your key that this is one of the wartime silver nickels. The condition of the coin also plays a huge role. Coins with sharp details, full steps on Monticello, and original luster are much more valuable than worn examples. Collectors everywhere are constantly on the hunt for this coin. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, adding a 1943 P 5-cent coin, especially one with a double die error or in near-perfect condition, could be a defining moment in your coin collecting journey. These coins not only represent a historic chapter in American life, but they also showcase the mystery, value, and excitement that only rare coins can bring. Last unique coin, we're talking about none other than the 1994 D United States of America 5-cent coin, better known to most of us as the Jefferson nickel. Now don't let the date fool you, this is not just another ordinary pocket change nickel. There's a hidden world within this coin that could turn an everyday find into a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. The 1994 D nickel was struck at the Denver Mint, which is what the D mint mark signifies, and it was part of a regular circulating issue during the early 90s. At first glance, this coin looks like any other, bearing the classic image of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with Monticello, his iconic estate, proudly displayed on the reverse. But as coin collectors know, it's often what you don't see right away that holds the real value, and in the case of the 1994 D nickel, some extremely rare errors and varieties make this unassuming coin a prized gem in the world of numismatics. What truly separates the valuable 1994 D nickels from the rest are the rare minting errors that occurred during production. These aren't your average small mistakes, these are serious die errors that collectors absolutely love. One of the most famous and sought-after types is the off-center strike, where the design is noticeably misaligned due to a misfeed in the minting press. These off-center coins can range from just a slight shift to dramatic 50% off-center strikes, where only part of Jefferson's profile is visible. The more off-center the coin, without cutting off the date or mint mark, the more valuable it becomes. Another incredibly rare and collectible error on the 1994 D nickel is the double die variety, where parts of the design appear doubled, especially on the inscriptions like, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," or the date itself. When viewed under magnification, these letters and numbers show clear signs of duplication, caused by a misalignment between the die and the planchet during the striking process. This kind of doubling is not just a curiosity, it's a money-making opportunity, as these coins are some of the most heavily demanded pieces in modern nickel collecting. Some examples of the 1994 D nickel also display die cracks, clashed dies, or struck through debris errors, each of which creates a unique, one-of-a-kind appearance that collectors go crazy for. These features aren't flaws, they're quirks of history that happened during the coin's creation, making each one a distinct collectible that tells its own story. In a market where originality and rarity reign supreme, these error coins are viewed as artwork, tiny metallic marvels forged in an unexpected moment at the U.S. Mint. Now let's talk condition, because it matters a lot. A 1994 D nickel with an error is valuable, yes, but if that same coin is in mint state, meaning it's uncirculated and shows no signs of wear, its value multiplies significantly. Sharp details, full steps on Monticello, and a flawless surface can push the value of these coins into the upper levels of the collector's market. So if you've got one of these error nickels tucked away in a drawer or coin roll, make sure to examine it closely. You might be holding something worth far more than you think. there have been multiple verified sales and auction records of these rare 1994-era nickels reaching astonishing prices. Collectors have been willing to pay thousands, and in one particularly exciting case, an extremely rare 1994 Jefferson nickel with a dramatic off-center strike in pristine condition sold for an eye-opening $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a coin minted just over 2 decades ago. It's stories like this that make coin collecting such an exciting and rewarding journey, where knowledge and attention to detail can literally pay off. With values like that, the demand for rare 1994 nickels is only growing stronger. These coins have earned their place in the spotlight, and collectors from all over the world are now searching their coin jars, rolls, and old change to find one. The thrill of discovering an rare coin, especially one with a high-grade rating, is unmatched, and it's only getting better as more people join the hunt for these rare modern treasures. If you think you may have a 1994 nickel that looks just a bit unusual, it's time to take a closer look. Grab a magnifying glass or visit your local coin shop and have it professionally appraised. Whether it's an off-center strike, double die, or another minting anomaly, you could be sitting on a coin that's not just rare, but highly valuable. Don't overlook it. This could be your chance to own a piece of modern American minting history. Let us know in the comments if you found a 1994 nickel with unusual features or if you have any questions about your collection. We love hearing from fellow collectors and helping you discover hidden treasures in your change. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future rare coin discoveries. Remember, sometimes the most valuable finds are hiding in plain sight, just waiting to be uncovered. See you in the next video, and as always, happy hunting.